Hey guys, Bios Ramos, and today I'm going to be going over game picks for the 2019 NFL season of Week 5. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.
So, heading into last week, me and Matt were both tied at 28, 18, and 1. And now heading into this week, we're tied once again, 36, 25, and 1. And another thing I want to mention before I dive into the game picks this week, Matt almost got the LA Chargers and Miami Dolphins game score correct. He was 1 point off. He had LA going 31 and Miami 10, and the final score was LA 30, Miami 10. So I don't know if this guy's a time traveler or whatnot, but keep doing those stuff. Now, without further ado, we're going to get into the Thursday night game. Today's game, we have the LA Rams at the Seattle Seahawks. So, I'm going Seattle, and we did scores for this one, so I have LA going 17 and Seattle 23. And then on the other hand, Matt has LA winning, and he has them winning 37-33, and I don't really think that's going to be the case. Seattle is very well known to be very loud, 12th man. They don't call their fans that for no reason. They're very loud, especially on night games, and especially a divisional matchup. No doubt about it. I think Seattle's going to bring the noise. They are not really running Todd Gurley as much. They become a pass-happy offense, the LA Rams, and that is not good. They might be trying to preserve him for the playoffs, but if you guys keep on playing this way, you're not going to make it into the playoffs at all. They might have started 3-0, but the NFC, it has a lot of hot teams right now, and a lot of teams are going to go up and down throughout the season. Some teams might sneak up and make it in the playoffs. Some teams might just completely collapse, and that could be the LA Rams. So you never know. Next, we go to the first Sunday game on the schedule. We have the Arizona Cardinals at the Cincinnati Bengals. Me and Matt are both going Arizona here. I don't know, man. I was really hoping they would beat Carolina. The first game they had without Cam Newton as their starter in a while. Well, for this season at least. But that didn't happen. And then, I don't know, Cincinnati looked horrible against the Pittsburgh Steelers that were 0-3 when they faced off. And they didn't have Big Ben. And somehow, they couldn't beat him. I don't know. I really don't know. Next, we have the Buffalo Bills at the Tennessee Titans. I was going to go with Buffalo, but then I remembered Josh Allen is out, and he's a key component to that team. Without him in the offense, I don't know what really they can do. They didn't really look good when Matt Barkley came in once Josh Allen got concussed. But me and Matt both going Tennessee. I'll be very surprised if Buffalo manages to pull this off without Josh Allen in the lineup. Next, we have the Chicago Bears at the Oakland Raiders, and this is a London game. Even though it's at 1 o'clock, it's a London game, and we're both taking Chicago. Plain and simple, Chicago's going to win this game, hopefully against the Oakland Raiders. And that's going to be the first time Khalil Mack faces off against the Raiders since being traded from them. So it'll be a very interesting game to watch. Next, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New Orleans Saints. Going NOLA, so is Matt. Even though Tampa had a great game against LA last week, I don't think they will repeat that performance whatsoever against the Saints, divisional rival. And NOLA's doing very good, even though they didn't really put up much points against the Cowboys last week. Dallas Cowboys is a good defense. Tampa is a good defense nonetheless, but not at the level of Dallas right now. So I doubt they get the win here. Next, we have the Minnesota Vikings at the New York Giants. Another difference right here between me and Matt. I'm going New York Giants. Matt is going Minnesota. There's a lot of turmoil going on in Minnesota right now. Kirk Cousins can't get the receivers the ball. And, yeah. Adam Thielen, they saying he's like throwing shots at him, and then Kirk Cousins gets on his podcast, apologizes, saying, I got to get Adam Thielen the ball more. And then next thing you know, Stephon Diggs is not showing up to practice because I guess he wasn't mentioned because He said Adam Thielen is one of the best receivers in the NFL, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I just have no faith in Minnesota. They are looking horrendous. On the other hand, though, Matt is going Minnesota. Don't know why, but whatever. Next, we have the New York Jets at the Philadelphia Eagles. We're both going Philly. Fly, Eagles, fly. Just this afternoon, press conference of Sam Darnold, he's like, I don't want to die, or whatever. If they hit his spleen or whatever. I don't know. Guy got mono. Next, we have the Baltimore Ravens at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Even though Pittsburgh got that win on Monday Night Football, it was not to a very good team, being the Cincinnati Bengals. But me and Matt are both going Baltimore. I think Baltimore bounces back from those 2 losses that they just had, and find a way to still compete in the NFC North. Next, we have the New England Patriots at the Washington Redskins. We're both going New England Patriots. Plain and simple. Not much to say there, even though they lost Steven Gostkowski and they signed Mike Nugent, I think, another place kicker. We'll see. Next, we have Jacksonville Jaguars at the Carolina Panthers. Minshew Mania, baby. I'm going Jacksonville, and Matt is also going Jacksonville. Next, we have the Atlanta Falcons at the Houston Texans. Now, this is a gimme game. It could go either way, honestly. But me and Matt are both going Atlanta just for the sake of Houston losing and us getting a higher pick. Nonetheless, that was the last 1 o'clock game on the schedule. Next, we have the Denver Broncos at the LA Chargers. Matt, for some reason, is picking Denver. I don't know, man. I'm going LA. They beat us down last week, and they have a lot of injuries, so it could go in Denver's favor. But they're bringing back Melvin Gordon. They announced that he's officially a part of the game plan last week. He was just there if they needed him to do so, if the game got tight between us and them. But that was never the case after the first, or halfway through the first quarter, after they took a 10-minute drive, So there's that. Next, we have the Green Bay Packers versus the Dallas Cowboys. We did scores for this one. We're both going Green Bay. I'm going Green Bay 33, Dallas 27. Matt is going Green Bay 27, Dallas 24. And then Sunday Night Football, we have the Indianapolis Colts facing off at Kansas City against the Chiefs. We're both going Kansas City, but Indy's a good squad. I don't think it's going to be this score that Matt said. Matt said 23 Indianapolis, Kansas City 38. No chance that it's going to be that lopsided. I think Indy's a very good team. I think they're going to hold them down to at least 3 less points, But I believe it's going to be 31-35. Kansas City coming out on top. That's pretty much it. And now finally, Monday Night Football. We have the Cleveland Browns at the San Francisco 49ers. Matt's going San Francisco. I'm going Cleveland. I don't know. Baker's my guy. Baker, Juice, love those guys. I think they're gonna start gelling together well, and if they stick to running the ball with Nick Chubb, I think they'll get the win and finally take San Francisco off the undefeated list. There's 2 teams on the bye. One of them is the Detroit Lions, and the other is none other than the Miami Dolphins. So, that being said, don't have a Dolphins pick for the end. But I do have some Dolphins news. Well, not really news, but just announcement for my next video. Since I'm not doing a preview this week, I'm going to be doing a quarter of the season review. And trust me, it's not going to be a very good one. But I'm going to try to make it very detailed and go into some certain stuff that caught my eye and so on. But that should be coming out during the weekend. So if you want to get some type of Dolphins stuff into your weekend this week, that'll be there for you. So check that out. That's pretty much it. Don't forget, me and Matt are tied at 36, 25, and 1. Hopefully that changes. We have about 1, 2, 3, 4 different picks. So it could go completely good or completely bad for either one of us, or we can just end up tied again, which will be absurd. But I doubt it. I feel like this is the week that one of us pulls away with a bigger lead. So that being said, Don't forget to subscribe, click on the post notification options, like the video if you liked it, tell us what you think about our picks, and not only that, check out my Instagram and Twitter at @ByAustinRamos and ByAustinRamos.com. And that is pretty much it that I have to say to you guys. And lastly, fins up.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.